who don't know me, I am Coco Chanel. You know, a fashion designer from France, the city of love. I created the House of Chanel, a fashion empire that still bears my name. You know, the Chanel bags, the Chanel shoes, the skirts. Do you know that? The one that goes. You must know it. I know. You know, I changed fashion during my time. You know, before the women, they had to wear the corsets. You know, very tight seams. You know, you can't even breathe or walk. That is why, when I opened my shop in 1913, I created dresses that could make the women breathe, you know. They could walk elegantly, you know, because, you know, elegance is inside, but also outside, you know. And black and white, I believe that the black and the white, they create the perfect harmony in fashion, you know. Remember, women, remember, when you dress shabbily, they will always remember the dress. But when you dress impeccably, beautifully, elegantly, they always remember the woman. Once again, I am Coco Chanel. It was a pleasure meeting you. Merci.
I am a woman, abounded with intestinal fortitude. Yes, I am part of the female classification. Back in the olden days, 1782, I desired to help my homeland by fighting in the American Revolutionary War. But the female population were not permitted to do so. Other individuals would obey and follow the law, but my daring personality said otherwise. So in the end, I masked myself as a man. I joined, I fought, I helped my country. I am indeed willing to acknowledge that what I have done was an error and presumption. I will call it an error and presumption because I swerved from the accustomed flowery path of female delicacy to walk upon the heroic precipice of feminine perdition. But I showed to everyone, to the people, that gender should not be a hindrance to do what you think is right. Who am I? Nowadays I am known as America's Mulan. I am Deborah Sampson.
Guten Tag. I am Lee Smith. I am considered to be the greatest woman scientist of the 20th century. You may not know my name, yet my story affects all of you. I was a part of the team who discovered nuclear fission. Einstein called me his Marie Curie. Hitler hated me, yet nothing stopped me. You may think, if I was considered to be a great scientist, then why don't I possess a Nobel Peace Prize? Well, that is easy. It is because I was betrayed by a friend. All my contributions were hidden from the world and was claimed by a man for almost 50 years. But in the end, my grandeur rose to the top. I was given the honor a scientist could only dream of. My name in the periodic table. I have already written my history in this world's book of life. And a history and a chapter that I know will forever remain. Once again, the woman who made the atomic bomb a possibility, Lee Smith.
tension here. We are so nervous right now, I'm pretty sure, because maybe most of us aren't very big public speakers. A splendid afternoon to you all. I am Jane Austen. I am quite well known for writing 6 classic novels, one of which I have with me at the moment, Emma. If you have heard of Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility, those are also by me. Aside from that, I was also given the credit to giving the novel its modern form. I was born on December 16, 1775, and growing up as a child, I was exposed to my father's enormous library. And with that, I became quite a reader. I began writing in my teenage years, and my first book was published in 1811. If you are interested in reading any of my books, they are mostly of romantic fiction. Although I myself have never married. The only man I ever loved tragically died. Well, that's not what we had to talk about. And if it weren't for my dear nephew James and his memoir of me, my books wouldn't have been as popular as they are today. Once again, I'm Jane Austen. Write that down before you forget. And have a lovely rest of the day.
I cannot begin to tell you how much pleasure it gives me to speak in front of you all. If only you knew the joy I feel to be able to speak to you today, I think you would have some idea of the value of being able to learn how to speak to the deaf. I am Helen Keller, who became blind and deaf because of scarlet fever at the age of 19 months. Let me tell you my story. I always dreamt of being an author someday. Little did I know that my dreams would come true. Being blind and deaf did not hinder me to become someone who I am. With the help of my family and my tutors, Anne Vivian and Polly Thompson, I was able to make a total of 475 speeches and about faith and blindness prevention. I also remember of making a lot of books and became the founder of American Federation for the Blind. So I just want to say to those who are trying to learn how to speak, be a good cheer. Do not think of today's challenges. Be positive all the